Back now.
Oh, you were gone?
Oh, great. We got the Merc with us. All right.
Oh shit, you're not dead?
No, not this
Who
time.
the hell are you?
Oh, yes. Otari, this is Xanfir. Xanfir, this is Otari. We keep picking up
Good chum.
We keep picking up mercenaries somehow. I think that's just our line of work at this point.
We met.
Yeah, Xanfir
Yeah.
was there.
Oh, I think Xanfir disappeared like just while we were chilling in the RP zone.
Yeah.
Doing our penis.
Penis zone.
Yeah, the penis zone.
Pangus.
Among
None
us.
of you are free of sin.
Correct.
The when we were in the Amogus zone, I think.
Why do you think I'm being hunted by the church, William?
It's because Arturius has a huge dick. It's canon.
No. Casey was talking about it in real life.
That too.
Yeah, Casey was talking
also
about
has a huge
Casey
dick.
has
That's
a
why I'm
huge
being.
dick. It's
That's why I'm being hunted by the church.
And that's why the church is hunting her.
Facts.
A monster condom for my magnum dong.
Well, I suppose we shouldn't dawdle any longer. Should we head off? Are we all ready to go?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Sally forth.
Alright.
I
Yeah.
sally forth.
Yeah, you guys start making your way back towards the city.
Who's Sally?
Yeah, it's about a 2-hour long trek through the tunnels, though. All of you have dark vision, so it's not like it super bothers you.
Yep.
Mike, you said you had some RP you wanted to do in the tunnels.
That's
what I'm waiting for.
So
wants to play a sick prank.
What I'm looking for is a body of water.
There is nothing in these tunnels. You would know, Otari, that like what you're leaving the main body of water, which is the Lake of Mist.
Okay,
like that's the accessible body of water that is underground.
Then I'll save my RP for the future.
Okay.
It's not that important.
Future
Okay.
RP.
So I feel like we didn't really get a chance to chat about this is real. It's real weird.
Yes,
this connection to the weave.
Yes, so what exactly happened to you last night that sparked this?
I was like thinking a little bit, and then
Ooh,
I
doing that.
I like felt something, and then yeah.
What did you feel? What did you see? Anything?
I saw a lady and a sword.
Nothing familiar though.
I mean, it looked a little bit like Borat voiced my wife, but
oh, very nice.
Is that why you were crying?
The funny Borat man makes me laugh so hard I cry as well.
It feels like I've been like training my whole life, and suddenly it like clicked. You know what I mean?
I mean, if I'm honest, I feel like that is a thing that the weave does manifest itself in stranger ways. I mean, Polvek got it certainly very quick, all things considered, but I'm glad that you've been blessed by this. Would I be able to make an Arcana check to see if what he's described rings any bells for me in terms of the weave and people with swords and wings?
Totally. Give me an actually, it wouldn't be an Arcana check. This would be a history check. And once you roll, I'll tell you why. With a 14, with an 18, even more so. He's describing this to you, and Gorgrash isn't incredibly eloquent, so his description doesn't give you a ton of context, but you asked him in the course of this to see the back tattoo. Actually, I don't think Gorgrash knows about it. Polvek, or did Polvek tell him about it?
No, Polvek told me about it.
Yeah.
And he showed me in
they
the
held
middle
up
of
a
the
couple mirrors so I could look at it.
Yeah. You take a closer examination of the back tattoo, producing like a little bit of light, like magically from your fingertips as you're like examining it closely as you guys are kind of walking down this dark, cavernous tunnel by yourselves. He just kind of shrugs off like a bit of the armor in his robe, revealing the muscular back, and you see, inspecting it in much closer detail, again, this like profile of a woman like holding a sword aloft with like a wing sprouting from her back. It's like a tribal tattoo of like this Valkyrie almost. But you recognize the symbolism with that 18 history check, and you would recognize this as the aspect Kiri, which is the aspect of redemption.
Okay. How do you spell Kiri or Kiri?
Kiri.
Okay.
That's a tough one.
Well, again, I'm not familiar with this aspect, but I think it's fortunate for us. I suppose we can test it out maybe when we get to the mine, provided there's nobody around to watch. I don't know what this aspect has provided to you, but we can certainly try finding out.
Yeah, okay.
Good talk.
It's real weird.
You'll get used to it the longer it's there, I'm sure.
I hope you're right. It feels very strange.
Make sure
It
that
doesn't
you-
feel like a new tattoo, Gorgrash. But it does like tingle weird, especially when like attention is brought on it. It's like you can feel 1,000 eyes on your back as Arturius is examining it. It's like the most like weird, like crack an egg down your back kind of like goosebumpy feeling.
I will say, and I'm gonna lean into Gorgrash as we're walking and like look kind of back at Polvek and just say, I don't know if it's because of the weave or something else, but Polvek has been particularly aggressive lately, and it could just be a young boy thing, but just
I'm just a young boy.
keep an eye out on that, and just in case, if your emotions tend to reach a bit of a pitch, just keep note of that and let me know.
I'll
Perhaps it
blow
is
up your friends.
Perhaps it
he's-
is fantasy puberty.
He's lost, so I've given up on him. He's beyond redemption.
You were just embraced by the aspect of redemption. How could you say something like
I'm
that?
kidding.
Yes.
You
of
can't tell when
course.
I'm telling a joke by my perfectly straight face.
No, I must admit, despite my years of knowing you, I struggle with that still.
Ah,
Oh,
are
strange.
we there yet?
Yeah, so we can skip forward a little bit. As Otari, you lead the group in the direction that you know the Ruby Eye Ironworks to be. They are you don't actually have to go into the city, as you guys are coming from this like sixth plateau, this like upper rung level where there are these rings of 40 tunnels that lead outward from the city. You guys are coming out of one from the Lake of Mists, and you have to get to another one that's on the same rung. So you guys make your way there, and after exiting the first tunnel, you're walking along this sixth rung for about half an hour. You get a beautiful view of this massive city sprawling beneath you. Again, just like layered down like an upside down ziggurat, but round like this tiered wedding cake, but inverted, with the giant royal palace that rises up all 6 stories of this massive city from the very center, surrounded by the royal gardens. And you guys make your way for about 30 minutes. As you're approaching Otari, where you know the Ruby Eye Ironworks to be, all of you guys, I'd say with a couple of your passive perceptions from, as you guys are approaching it, you do see you start to see more and more dwarves idling by, as like some of these people appear to just not know what to do when they're out of work, and they're just hanging out near where their work is in hopes that they might get some kind of answer that it's opening up again. But standing at the entrance of the mine itself, you guys tell from probably about I'd say probably about 100 feet away as you're walking down what is now a paved streetway. That there seems to be like this small, almost like mini town that popped up near the entrance to this mine, but these are much more ramshackle buildings made entirely of wood, where they would store extra mining equipment, pickaxes, some like rudimentary explosives, things like that that help them extra track for the carts, things like that. And then just like a small bar that has also been built up, and that's where a lot of these dwarves are lingering around. But standing directly in the entranceway of this mine, which is this like has this wooden framed doorway above this cavernous hole that's about 10 feet tall, but about 20 feet wide, stretches downward into darkness. You see two dwarves in plate mail carrying halberds that seem to be standing in front of the doorway and just kind of giving mean looks to anybody whose gaze lingers too long on the entryway.
Do they bear any insignia?
They bear the mark of the royal house.
Are there people going in and out of the mine,
Which
or
is 3 mountains.
Are they driving off people that are going into the mine, or does it?
Nobody's even trying to go into the mine. It seems to have been closed for long enough that like people know that they're not going back to work. They're just kind of hanging out here, hopeful for any sign. And like people, you've heard of grumblings about town about this. And Otari, you've heard this going on for probably about a couple of months now that this mine has been shut down.
I pull the party off to the side. Quick, wait. We must move quickly. They seem to have a problem if the gays linger too long.
Right. God damn it. Is there any way, maybe perhaps we can cause a distraction to get them away from the door? Otari, otherwise you wouldn't know of any alternative entrance into the mine, would you?
Would I know of any alternative entrance into the mine?
You would not.
You know what? I think I've got this one. And I will just everybody look capable.
I start flexing.
Great. Good.
Before Gorgash runs off, I will quickly grab the back of his like cloak and just kind of pull at it and just be like, "Do mind your words, my liege," and I will cast guidance on him as we're walking.
I need you all. You all need to back me up. Just follow my
That's
lead.
That's what I'm saying. I will grab onto your cloak and cast guidance.
All right. And I will just stroll up to these two guards with my party in tow.
As you approach them, they clock you immediately because you are like very clearly not from Ironroot, as you are just towering above most of these other people around here. But as you approach, the halberds cross, and one of the guards speaks up, and he says, "I don't know what business you got around there, foreigner, but these here mines are closed. I suggest you find your way elsewhere."
You're doing a great job, Captain. We've been informed to come take care of the infestation.
Give me a deception check.
I think Gorgash, without sort of realizing it, is I'm going to use my channel divinity to give myself a +5 bonus to charisma checks for the next 10 minutes.
Fuck
Nice.
How does that look?
And you have guidance.
I don't know.
It's just confidence.
Yeah,
it
it
Just
beams
is
from him.
exuding confidence. I actually really like it.
His pecs get a little bit bigger.
So that's
Fuck
a
yes.
22.
Roll with
20.
guidance too. I want to see.
Oh, okay, yep. So 25.
Yeah, Artorius
25
is like
deception
standing
check.
slack-jawed.
As you stand there, just like with complete conviction in your words, like, and you're just like, "Oh yeah, like we're here to take care of the infestation." This dwarf eyes you up and down once, and he goes, "Hey, I mean, I know one team's already been lost in there, but shit, they needed to send backup from the capital. Oh, get on in there. The sooner the mine opens up, the better." and they part their halberds and step aside for you guys.
Thank you very much. Don't let anyone in past us. I mean,
Noted.
obviously. Keep doing your job. You're doing great.
What I'll have to file this in my report, obviously. What were your names again?
Oh, we're the
We are the
Sir Howard of House Todd.
Thank you. I'm used to being announced.
Sir Howard of House Todd. All right, I will write that down. Polvek, go ahead and give me a deception check as well.
I'll pat Polvek on the back and guidance him as well.
Oh, excellent.
Ooh, that is sketchy. Give me a sleight of hand check, Otari.
Oh boy, we're gonna get. We were doing so well, y'all.
I add something.
Oh, thank God.
Wow.
I have to make a perception.
Choice rolls here.
Real quick. It is,
Are they actively?
Yeah, I mean, who
Is it-
cares if I fucking
yeah.
pat a dude on the back? Like,
Yeah, that's true. Okay, 16. All right, yeah, that they don't seem to take too much notice, and they part ways as you guys. He writes down Sir Howard of House Todd in his little notebook. And
Our house motto is "It just works."
Our house motto, it's a feature.
our house motto is "Buy Skyrim."
And they part ways for you guys as you begin to make your way down the tunnel.
Alf? Oh.
Hmm.
It
Making my way.
descends downward for about 15 minutes before you guys see it begin to open up.
I think before we get too close to the bottom, I think, and if there's nobody around, Artorias is just gonna look like in amazement at Gorgash and just be like, "That was incredibly remarkable, my liege. I don't know if we've had anything to do with it, but I must commend you on that excellent ruse."
Yes, have you ever considered being a smuggler?
No, that sounds great though. I've been looking for a new career. And
But
that was all the weed talking.
Eyes rolled in the back of my head, and I just started saying shit, man. And they just believed it.
in either case, it was quite commendable. As we proceed forward, I
Yeah,
hope
I'd
that the
say
weave-
Arturius, you definitely, like, with your passive
Yeah.
arcana, it got a thick whiff of weave when Gorgrash laid it on thick.
Woo! Giving me the vapors. I think I'm hoping that the weave will protect us moving forward, and I will ensure that it does. And before we reach the bottom, and if there's nobody else around, I will cast aid. I will
Give us
cast it.
Hey.
I will cast it on Otari, King, and Prince.
It is I, the Prince of
Sucks to
Fresh.
suck, Xanfir.
I'm sorry. I don't get it either, and I need it probably the most out of anybody.
God
Listen,
damn.
He's not getting paid to get aid.
That's true.
I'm paid to be the aid.
Exactly.
It's true. I apologize. It's not within our budget at the moment.
All right. No, Polvek, I understand you've learned how to keep all of us quiet as we move forward. Am I remembering that right?
Yep. You just gotta wipe this on you, and I pull up something questionable.
I believe you, my son, at your word, and with my life. And I wipe shit on my face.
It was a prank, bro. Got him.
Cool. So you guys are moving forward stealthily.
Mhm.
Yep. And
go
for
ahead and-
context, it's dwarven vomit.
Ugh.
Disgusting. Go ahead and give me a
It
group
matches
stealth
your
check.
scent.
19!
Zenfir, I apologize for not aiding you. I think you will be okay, but just in case, before we get to the bottom, I will give you some wise words of inspiration and saying, try not to die or jumping down any elevator shafts this
Holy
time.
shit, I'm
Oh.
stealthier than Polvek.
I will give Zanfir bardic inspiration.
Sweet.
Stealth.
Last 10 minutes.
Yep. Never know.
All right, Joey.
Yep.
I mean, Joey.
Yeah.
Aye.
You guys are free to move. You gotta remain within 30 feet of Polvec to maintain the effects of Pass Without Trace.
Polvec, come on.
Let's go,
Hurry up.
Polvec.
Hold on.
All right. Should we keep going straight or go to this little passage to the right?
Follow the tracks.
Yeah,
Okay.
I think that's wise.
Fuck.
Just with whatever dark vision I have, I want to look around here.
Yeah, I mean, you can go ahead and give me a perception check.
I will.
Everybody can if they'd like to.
Sorry, not disadvantage.
Yeah.
22. I'll stop and look and listen.
Yeah, absolutely. As you all stop and look and listen, what you guys see is this passageway opens into this massive cavern. And with these perception checks, you guys can, even from just like this entryway kind of that you guys have entered into, you can tell like this is kind of the hub of the mining operation. What you see here, this like large circular thing, appears to have heaped like burnt timbers that are almost like charcoal texture that could possibly be lit. You would assume because, you know, during a mining operation they need light. So this is just like a massive brazier that could provide light to this huge cavern. You guys see, again, a couple of passageways, the mine tracks leading to the east and to the south, and no mine tracks leading north. I think from where everybody is, the only passageways that can be seen are this one. You guys can kind of get the faint traces that there's further cavern over there. You guys can see that passageway, and the mine track also continues to go that way.
We don't hear anything.
You do not hear anything, no. You hear, I guess I would describe the ambient sounds of a massive cavern, like your footsteps are echoing as you walk through this huge, like this cavern, you know, assumedly is bustling at most times, and your 5 pairs of footsteps falling cautiously, even as silent as you're trying to be, echo loudly throughout the cavern, as it is dark and deserted, and you see, you know, signs of a hastily abandoned mining operation all about you.
I'm going to look down this well and pull a pippin and drop a bucket.
It's not a well. So like again, it's like this heaped kind of brazier where there's like these burnt timbers that are almost like this charcoal texture. But with your perception, as you get that close, you can hear like the faint hissing of like a very faint gas, and you would assume that it like is the purpose that it can be lit at any time.
I pull out my prey torch slaying device and light the gas.
Sure.
Wait.
You light the gas.
Fun.
You light one of the torches, revealing quite a bit more of this large cavern.
I close one of my eyes so I can adjust to the darkness or the light.
The lightness.
The lightness.
Povek sticks his head out and he's missing his eyebrows.
Well, I guess we're not stealthy anymore.
We're still stealthy. We're just not making as much noise.
Yeah, I mean the
My lord, let's stay together, please.
The brazier went up and quickly illuminated like the far corners of this room. You go into this one too.
King,
Yeah, I'm gonna go like that one.
my liege, please don't get too far ahead.
I can't hear you anymore.
Alright, looks like there's a door over here.
Prince and Xanfir, our liege has gone over this way. I very much would suggest sticking together.
Michael, do we still have you? Atari hasn't moved for a little bit.
He's
Yeah,
still
he had to BRB.
yeah.
Let's see
He's
what's in
traveling
here.
with. I will move him.
What can I see from the entrance of this room?
Give me a perception check. Everybody
I
who's
don't want to go in
looking
yet.
at the edge of that room.
Bro, I am perceiving today. Holy shit.
I am
Really are.
looking.
Y'all do be looking. What you guys can tell, this appears to be some kind of storage room. You see plenty of just like crates that you can't see into what their contents are from where you're standing. On the shelves, you see quite a few extra track, like to repair mine tracks, and some extra pickaxes and stuff. Mainly mining equipment. Arturius, you rolled a 24 perception check. Go ahead and roll me a d4.
Four.
Ooh, you find 4 sticks of dynamite.
I'm going to not say anything to the party and put these in my bag.
But that's
Hey,
just on the
Casey.
shelves. Nobody's
No.
gone through the boxes
Hey,
yet.
Casey.
Fucking, you wish.
I rolled a 17 to go through this box.
All right, you're gonna go through that box. Yeah, with a 17, that's plenty. Go ahead and roll a d4 for me. 4 as well. Jesus Christ. Yeah, you start to go through this stack of boxes over here, and it appears to be like emergency medical supplies in case anybody gets hurt in like on their shift in these mines, which are obviously dangerous. And you find 4 potions of healing.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Nice.
Very nice.
Well, that was lucrative. Should we look through the rest of these boxes while we're here?
Might as well. I'll continue looking around since we've been finding supplies.
Yeah. As you guys continue to search through the boxes, everybody give me an investigation check.
I'll try this one.
I am fucking looking.
Yeah. Arturius, as you begin to go through these boxes over here, these ones just kind of have dried foodstuffs and rations and things. The remainder of those ones, but these ones over here, go ahead and roll me another d4.
Come on, baby. Yeah, baby.
Nice. This one was a d4 divided by 2, so this is actually huge. You find 2 potions of greater healing.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Nice.
God damn.
As you find it seems like what you would insight from that with your passive insight is these miners probably get injured a lot.
Okay, I'm glad. I think we're on the right track by being careful and finding supplies.
Certainly.
All right. Should we continue forward? I think we might have exhausted looking around.
Sure. I'm just curious about the end of this passage here, and then we can, explore the rest of it.
As long as
I
we
must
stick
know.
together.
Mike's
My
back.
curiosity is insatiable.
Yes.
Balls. There's a crossroads. Which way do we
Seem-
go?
Well,
Um,
you
it
know what
looks
they
like
say.
a dead end up ahead. I can't speak for to the east or the west.
Up ahead is not a dead end. Up ahead goes
Oh,
to the
indeed.
right.
There appears to be more supplies to the left.
To the
Okay.
left.
Look at
To
these.
the left.
Okay, everybody, shh.
Dead ends are merely places for dynamite to go.
Yeah, as you guys
Wouldn't
enter
it be wild if we had that?
as you guys enter this area, what you see is what appears to be part of another similar supply chamber, but most of this chamber has collapsed upon itself. You see a lot of rubble covering one wall, quite a few broken boxes, but there's appears to be a few boxes remaining.
Does it appear that this wall collapsed recently?
You can go ahead and give me a nature check.
17.
So I would say you'd have to go over to kind of examine it a little bit. As you're examining it, you seem to think that this wall probably collapsed in the last couple of months. And as you're kneeling down examining it and everybody else is going through the boxes,
You die.
can everybody please roll me initiative
God
as
damn it.
2 stalagmites from the ceiling drop down on you
Oh
guys.
no, I'm getting a
fucking damn
I'm
it.
getting a flashback to when I nearly died getting crushed by a rock.
We rolled so well.
I
And
know.
we still didn't see them.
I think, does Xanfir have alert? I thought
He does
did.
have
I
alert.
do.
Nice.
Sort of descending.
Rocks indeed.
So they fall from the ceiling, and in a flashback, Xanfir, you look up and realize, like, first at horror, you're like, oh my god, it's another fucking roper. But then you realize that 2 of these things had fallen on you before in the other cave that you were in, and these are much smaller than the ropers. But let's see, as these things fall, I
Oh,
believe
God.
Xanfir's up first. Yeah, they rolled like shit.
Did one just directly fall onto me?
One directly fell onto Otari, and one's directly falling onto Arturius. So they're like mid fall right now as they're like releasing from the ceiling, and you guys immediately look up as you hear this sound as these like quad mouths open up and these tentacles reach out. You can see these small beaks inside these like layered tentacle mouths like spread open, wriggling as they plummet towards you. Surprise, surprise, Xanfir, you are not surprised because you have the alert feature. You see these 2 things falling directly on top of Otari and Arturius.
I'm gonna run over to Arturius, excuse me, and attack it twice with my swords.
So this thing's still falling in the air, and you go slash up at it.
Yeah. Where am I? Oh, here we go. 25 and an 8.
The 25 will get there.
Fuck yeah.
Jesus Christ, for 22 damage. Yeah, you slash into this thing.
You know, it's one of the biggest babies I've ever seen.
22, Jesus Christ. Yeah, you slash into this thing. It screams, but it is still continuing its trajectory. This massive is bleeding profusely as you've sliced like half of the back end off. But is that all you have?
And I think I can attack with my offhand with my bonus action, right? If I attacked with my short sword.
You're a rogue, right?
Yeah.
Correct. You do not have extra attack. That short sword attack was your offhand.
And as a bonus action, he can do it with the second one.
This is offhand.
He doesn't have extra attack as a rogue.
He did do
It's not extra attack, my guy. It's a bonus action.
It's 2-weapon fighting, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
He doesn't get to add a modifier to damage.
So he attacks.
Can attack with a bonus action offhand.
Yeah, so he attacked with the short sword, and then with the bonus action, he attacked with the offhand.
There's 2 attacks there.
The 25 and the 8.
That was what I only clicked. I meant to click that once. That 8. I fucked that up.
Oh well, it's the same dice roll. It's a 2 on the dice, so it's like the same thing. So we're just gonna say that was your bonus action attack.
Fair enough.
Because rogues only get 1 attack. So that's all for Xanfir. Surprise, surprise, surprise. Grick. This is the one falling on Arturius that has gotten real fucked up.
Wait, are these Gricks or Ropers?
They're Gricks.
Oh, I thought you said they were Ropers.
No, they're not. Yeah.
They're not Ropers, very specifically. And this one is going to, with its first attack, have advantage on Arturius because it was stealthed. First attack is with the
didn't.
tentacles.
that'll happen.
22 to hit for 5 slashing damage as it falls down on you, and Xanfir dashes up. Arturius cuts the back end of this off. Like it's almost just the head, but the mouth is still agape and wriggling. And this beak just embeds itself into your arm as the tentacles wrap around your forearm. It's going to also take an attack with its beak. This one is just normal though. 11.
Oh my god, that misses.
So the beak is unable to burrow through your like clothing at this point, but it's like latched around your arm, and like the beak is furiously trying to like wriggle and dig its way in, and you can see it's like sprouting blood as its like back half is cut off and it's wrapped around your arm. Why is Praetor on initiative?
Why
not on ours? You must have
Did
not
it-
cleared initiative
Even
on your
in
end.
death, he still serves.
Oh shit. I thought I did. Where's Otari? I don't see Otari on
He's
initiative.
15.
Oh, it says Michael. That's why.
Is this the same, same map that you used last time?
No, it's very different. What is everybody's initiative? Oh, and my other Grick didn't roll initiative. Why not?
80,000.
32.
69.
All right. Will, what was your actual initiative? Was it
5.
21 or it was 5? Okay. Wow.
It can be 21 if you want.
Xanfir, what was your actual initiative?
17.
Okay, so take off that 14. Otari, what was yours? 15?
9.
Actually, I only am seeing 1 for Otari and it's showing a 15. It's weird.
I'll take a 15.
Yep, I'll give you the 15.
Otari has literally not rolled initiative yet, so.
Arturius.
Yeah, it's 15. I got a 4.
So delete this 23. And Polvek.
18.
All right, so you are there. Okay, that is everybody correct. And for some reason, it didn't roll my other Grick's initiative. Back.
While he's getting that together, I just got a targeted ad for a company called Saving Throw Therapeutics, and it is a group therapy that's based around D. It's group therapy that's based around D&D.
yeah.
D&D with extra steps.
Yeah, I've seen those. They probably just charge you to play D&D.
That is weird. All right, sorry. All right. There we go. Now we're gonna sort of ascending, and we were just on that Grick, and now we're on this Grick, who is going to
This Grick.
make a tentacle attack at advantage on Otari.
Be a lot cooler if he didn't.
I agree.
19 to hit
Just barely gets there.
for 9 slashing as this one falls down unimpeded by anybody's blade, and as you're like reaching up to defend yourself, it also wraps itself around your arm, and then it's going to make a beak attack on you.
Already, my max hit points is 3.
That's a 22 to hit for an additional 4 piercing damage. And that is the Grick's surprise round. It is now Polvek at the top.
Alrighty, well, the Gricks made one fatal mistake. They got within 5 feet of each other. 2 attacks on each.
Which one on which first?
One closest to me first.
They're the same distance from you.
The one where I initially won. The first one I'd run into. Ow, Brutus.
So,
Flying.
the one that's attacking Arturius?
Yes.
Okay.
I can't see who's getting attacked by who.
Alright, yeah, you slash that one apart.
And on the second one,
Then a crit for 14. 21 also hits. So you kill the first Grick on the first attack. Does that change anything about your Colossus Slayer?
no.
Okay, so the crit and then 21 will get the other one.
21, and then there's my bonus action attack, which is at 24.
Okay, cool. So you get 3 more on it. Jesus. And then 8, and then 10. Yeah, you kill both instantly. Describe it. You see these things fall and latch onto your friend's arms, and then you dash forward. You kill both of them in one turn.
Whirling Dervish just acts into one, and I just continue it onto the others.
Heck yeah.
My new friend is just feels the axe just basically shaving him a little.
Yeah. These Gricks are dead, and you guys are out of initiative.
We
All
should
right.
be more careful next time.
Correct.
I'll say, goodness gracious.
Excellent work, Polvek.
Ugh, disgusting things. Shake the blood off of my arm. Don't forget you had those extra hit points, Otari.
Oh yeah, I had 5 extra, didn't I?
I'm gonna go through this crate right here.
Yeah, I'll go through the crates as well.
Yeah. You guys don't have to roll. These crates are just full of like
Dynamite.
food. There's some like dried foods, and then the 2 barrels both have water in them.
They're full of old porno mags.
Prank Artorias by drag and dropping the barrel into his inventory so he's encumbered.
God damn it, we're just playing Baldur's Gate again. Why am I moving so slowly?
Got them.
Already had the sticks of dynamite in my inventory and just reverse pickpocketing some NPCs.
Hey, Polvik, where you going?
Top.
What's down here?
Probably a cave, but there's tracks up here.
Are there?
Wait, hold on. I look for more Gricks.
You do not see any more Gricks, but what you do see, even at the periphery, is that these are not tracks. These are, in fact, troughs that are dug into the ground. And you can see a couple splashes of dried yellowish brown along some of these troughs. And at the far end, you see 4 holes in the ground.
It looks like somebody has...
horrible.
I think we found the shitter, boys.
It looks like somebody has been pissing and tossing here, if you know what I mean.
I don't like the sound of that. I think
What kind of horrible does it smell?
Smells like shit.
Oh, okay,
Smells
cool.
like
Yep, that's the shitter. All right, yep.
Alrighty.
I think this is the first D&D map I've ever seen that includes a restroom.
Yeah, that's like, this map actually makes sense, question mark?
I didn't go that far.
Casey, I'll have you know, for Dead Man's Tale, your tavern does in fact have a separate outhouse.
Oh, thank God.
Look for Gricks.
You do not see any Gricks. What you do see as you are looking from the edge of this room, there's a couple of tables, a row of lockers, a table with a large barrel on it, a couple of boxes, a couple of beds, and then looks like a small seating area, a couple of couches with a little coffee table. You would infer that this is the break room.
I would love to investigate the locker.
Yeah, I'm going through the lockers.
Yeah, everybody who wants to look around, you can give me investigation checks. I'll give you the run of this room.
Try.
25.
15.
So with the 25 investigation. So I'll say with the 15 plus, all of you guys see pretty early on, like obviously hung up next to this row of lockers, like along the wall here, is a clipboard that appears to have a shift schedule. And the top of the list says Foreman Ben Stracklin. and it says assigned to Southern Mine 4. And then it has a list of crew members who are working under Foreman Bin. They include the names Rurik Morak, Adric Strackland, Nodak Gorham, Orvana Orkfo, Thurlin Tanville. There's a couple of dwarven names. But you see, as you guys are investigating, what you see is under this foreman's name, Ben Strackland, that there's been just like a bunch of graffiti underneath it that's just like, fuck you, dude, fuck you, you're gonna get what's coming to you. And like, just like a bunch of little doodles of middle fingers under his name, and like some arrows saying fuck you, and like arrows pointing to his name.
What is there a safety foreman by the name of Bob Dug that on here?
There is not.
We're killing them all.
Well, we have a name at least. We have several names at least. Are there any other things?
As you investigate, these boxes appear to be full of food. So do these ones, like just sustainable goods that can kind of live well in boxes in a mine. This barrel appears to be a half-filled barrel full of water. 2 sets of bunk beds allow for 4 people to take a nap if they need to, if they're working like an overnight shift or a double or something. And then just like a little break area. But the only thing of interest that you guys really find, you find a couple of changes of clothes in some of the lockers. And I'll let you roll me a d10.
Yeah.
And you find 3 silver pieces spread out amongst all the lockers.
We're rich.
And the only thing of interest that you find is the clipboard with the shift schedule.
What name were all the fuck yous pointing to?
His name was Ben Strackland. He was the foreman.
Can I take
Strackland.
Can I take the roster off of the clipboard and put it in my notebook?
Yeah, I've been Strackland.
Nice.
Nice.
Fucking nice, dog. Damn,
Thank you.
dude.
Fucked it up, my liege.
Did I find anything? No.
No,
Yeah.
You guys, I'd say that was a group investigation.
What's in this barrel?
Water.
Nice.
Water?
Can't be having people get drunk while they're dealing with
Dwarves ain't drinking on the
dynamite.
job. Dwarves never get drunk, bro.
Yeah, they're fucking dwarves, dog.
I examined this dead end for Grix.
Give me a perception check. Yeah, you do not see any Grix.
All right.
The dead end is Grick free.
I'm gonna take a pause real quick, and I really have to pee. I'll be right back.
If you got
No,
Alright.
play through.
I guess I will as well. I'll just pee right on you.
You won't. Don't tempt me with a good time.
Gross.
Come here. Come here. Come here. Come. 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 Lady, come.
I feel so alone.
Why?
Oh, I thought you was gone too.
No, pay attention, goober.
Never. You can't fucking make me.
That's fair.
How's the new job going?
Good. It's been busy, and we're still like prepping pretty intensely for our conference in a month. But it's good. I'm getting to work on some animated shit, which is fun.
Will you get to? Will that impact your D&D schedule?
Yes, it will. I'll post more about it when it gets closer.
Oh, okay. And that's in May?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Also, I forgot we're streaming, so I won't talk too much in deep about that. But
That's fair. Tyler, have we been getting any consistent viewers on our stream, or is it just like
We'll get like one or two right now, but the playbacks are pretty high.
oh, okay. Oh, I just watch them 47 times, that's why.
Yeah. Hmm.
Like on Twitch, the playbacks are pretty high, and I'm starting to get more traction on the YouTube as well. A friend that runs a gaming podcast actually shouted out the stream.
Oh, nice.
So hopefully that will get some more people in here too.
Yeah, I think when my conference comes up, I think the only game I'm going to be missing is a Strahd game on Monday, like the 23rd or something.
That's not too bad then.
Yeah. I think we should be good on Witchlight.
And honestly, we can just run that ourselves, you know.
What, Witchlight?
Yeah, we don't need a DM for that, really.
I mean, you guys, there's 7 people, so yeah. You've read through over half the book, Mike.
That's fair. I guess I could be a decent secondary DM.
Yeah, but I should be here.
All right, I'm back.
But you were
I
gone?
made it back before Will. Holy shit.
We were just playing through it while you were gone.
Yeah,
Made myself a whole ass drink.
we won the game.
Yeah.
I seduced Sir Kanya.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then we killed them both.
He's a horny guy.
True.
Especially
Ugh.
people from the north.
It's all that Sprite. It's all that
No!
Sprite makes him horny. So,
Sprite and mayo.
yeah, Sprite and mayo makes him real horny.
Ugh.
That lemon lime chunky mayo combo. Mm.
Ugh.
Ugh.
Absolutely
I can't believe that
wretched.
wasn't on your table, Connor.
That's more of Katie's meme.
Katie was the Sprite person.
Yeah.
And I just found out you could ferment mayonnaise and had a alchemy jug as med in AL.
Yeah, so we're all back. You guys can continue resuming moving your tokens about as you wish.
Let's make our way back down to the center, shall we?
Making our way back down to the... Wait, there's a whole nother place we can not go. Disregard.
You're right.
Another place we can not go. I love not going places.
Same.
Boys love not going places.
Sorry, are you
True.
walking with the party?
Yes.
Yeah, baby.
Okay, so everybody, please walk at the speed that you're going to be moving in this dungeon. I'm going to assume from here on out, if you move ahead of the party, that you are moving to somewhere that they are not.
I'm
What
doing
did
cartwheels
everyone
the
do?
whole time.
I've been trying to manage Puppy Brutus,
That's fair.
so I have okay. I've had the party
You have a pass.
because he's humping my leg right now. It's like sinking his dew claws into my thigh.
Cool. As you
Yeah,
guys
humble
get back to the main cavern, right about there, everybody go ahead and give me a perception check, as you're all pretty actively perceiving.
Perception.
I am indeed.
Holy shit,
dude.
gang.
Oh my god, nice. I'm
I'm
glad y'all
telling
are
you.
looking, because I'm not.
We are looking tonight.
Gorgrash, Otari, and Xanfir, ears and senses perked for danger. The three of you instantly are able to sense, or what everybody hears is a rumbling. And Polvek and Artorius, you're unable to pinpoint the direction that it's coming from.
Was I able to pinpoint the direction?
Yes, you are. As Gorgrash, Otari, and Xanfir, you feel this rumbling coming from beneath you guys. As I'm going to have everybody roll initiative again, as this massive scaled creature bursts from the ground
You're making us fight
right
over-
in front of you guys and leaps 15 feet in the air and begins to plummet down towards you.
Oh god.
At least we are surprised this time.
That is true.
Yeah.
I would say only Arturius and Polvek are surprised.
Oh, that's not great.
Tokens.
It's been a real one, Kings.
Yeah, see you, bro.
All right, has everybody rolled initiative?
No.
I don't think Polvek has.
It's
Brutus.
erupting from the earth at like this point right here, and looks like it's probably about this point when you guys are able to react and take an action enough. It's probably like halfway out of the ground, like mid leap, and it looks like it's leaping to land like right here. Okay, everybody has rolled. Xanfir, you are up first.
Let's see. 30 feet. 5, 10, 15, 20. And I want to get up on this thing. And I'm going to take a swing at it with my sword.
Fair.
23 to hit.
23 will get there.
For 17. And then I'm going to
17. Youchies.
bonus action disengage and moves the rest of my movement to back up a little bit.
Cool. Polvek, you are surprised. Gorgrash, you are not. Oh, wait, did it? Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah, Gorgrash, you're not surprised. You may act.
Give me a little shit. I have to get rid of my superiority die. I do not have those anymore.
No, you don't.
I do, however, have 2 attacks. Do I want to do anything before that?
Yell with all your might.
How scary does this thing look?
Pretty fucking terrifying. I mean, this thing is probably about 8 feet from nose to tail. Probably weighs about, if you had to eyeball it, at least 400 pounds between the massive muscle and just plated armor. And the way that it leapt out of the ground, it appears to be digging through solid rock like it's water.
All right, that's fucking horrifying. I'm gonna go ahead and branding smite.
Nice.
Nice. Love to see a branding smite. Love it when the boys branding smite.
Oh,
love-
it just wait.
Oh.
Why is it?
That
Oh
was just
shit!
superiority dice.
Anyway, it's 5 radiant if this hits,
Nice. It does.
Nice.
and then it has to roll a thing. But my spell save DC is like 10.
No, it just deals extra damage for this one. This isn't a save. So
Oh,
it's just 17 damage.
Yep.
As you
become invisible.
slash into it,
And I'll attack again.
and a 17 just hits. Yeah. For another 12. Jeez, y'all are carving into this thing.
Good rolls.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
And
as
that'll
you-
be it for me. So now it's glowing a little bit. So hopefully we'll be able to see it coming if it burrows again,
Yeah,
like
as
a
you-
little bit.
Dart forward, its like underbelly is exposed as it's like this mid leap, and you slash into it once and then twice. The first one leaving this like kind of trail of like this strangely like bluish purpley mist that seems to like emanate from the wound. And as its momentum carries it up, it leaps over you, King Gorgrash, and lands right here. Yeah, there. Lands right there. Landing a little bit like off its original trajectory after taking these 3 slashes, and it is going to use its deadly leap ability.
Hoping to capture and keep its attention.
Yeah.
With my slashing and branding.
It needs to land on one or more creatures in its space. So it is going to choose to land on. Can't change its trajectory mid leap, so it's going to land on the 2 it was originally planning on landing on, which is Arturius and Otari, because they were grouped together and came in first. So Arturius and Otari, give me a strength or dexterity saving throw. Your choice.
Man, fuck those guys.
Dudes just keep landing on me, huh?
Otari,
right.
you pass, so you're gonna take half of this, and you are not knocked prone.
Oh, I'm afraid.
So it's going to be 3d6 plus 4.
It's gonna hurt.
So 9 plus 4 is 13 bludgeoning damage plus
Good fucking
plus
God.
4 plus 16 slashing damage. Arturius, you are also knocked prone.
And I take that amount.
Yes. Otari, you take half of that amount. You're not knocked prone, and you're pushed 5 feet out of the bullet space into an unoccupied space. So you're going to be shoved.
Oh, it's 3d6 plus 4 on both of those?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm out.
You're down.
Yeah, I'm fucking out.
Yeah, I mean, that deadly leap ability is freaking serious.
Deadly, even.
But that is the boulette's turn as it lands there on top of Arturius and bellows after these slashes into its side. It's bleeding like profusely as it just and that's the end of the surprise round. Otari, you were not surprised.
Do I make a death save during the surprised round, or no?
Technically, yeah.
Technically, I
Yeah.
don't think you do because
Yeah, you do.
wouldn't have acted.
Wouldn't you? It doesn't
Because
Hey,
Yeah.
there's no such
You're
thing as surprise
unconscious.
round.
all right, fair enough. Yeah, go ahead and give me a death save, Arturius.
Yeah, he still made a fucking.
That is a pass.
It's turn
Saving throw.
Yeah. I mean, if it's anything, you're no longer surprised, Casey, at the end of
Yeah.
your turn.
That's
I'm not.
definitely true. Otari, you're up.
I'm very much not.
I would like to crouch down, and I'm gonna cast Cure Wounds on Artorius.
Reaching between this thing's legs as it's just like bellowing in your face.
Alright, you get 7 healing points back, and then I'm gonna bonus action cast Shillelagh, and that's it.
Cool. Xanfir, you are up.
My absolute bones.
You have two.
My bones.
You picked up 2 greater healing potions, right?
Yeah, we'll be fine.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna move back in, move up 1, take a slash at it. 15.
It's not gonna get there as you go up and slash at this thing, but your sword just clacks off the these thick armored plates. It turns and faces your direction as it bellows in your face.
I'm gonna
Does it help
cunning
Does it
action
help its uncle clack off a horse?
to to disengage and come back here.
You do not need to disengage because you're a swashbuckler. So if you take a melee attack, you can move without provoking attacks of opportunity.
Oh.
As a swashbuckler, that's part of the rogue subclass feature. So you can use your. That's what the big thing about swashbuckler is. You can use your bonus action to use that offhand attack and still move away without provoking an attack of opportunity.
Oh, that's cool. Okay.
So take your offhand attack. Since you haven't applied sneak attack yet, you will
also-
still possibly apply sneak attack.
You also, I will
when
say,
you're
have a
here.
bardic inspiration.
That is true.
Oh
have a D8.
yeah. I'm gonna throw that D8 on that first attack.
Oh,
That is not gonna
No
get
way.
there, unfortunately.
Holy
I am
shit.
so sorry.
That's all right. Here's my offhand.
That
much
will,
better.
however, get there, and you still do get to add sneak attack to this. So,
So no-
18 total.
18
on
with the dagger is
offense.
nothing to sneeze at.
Yeah,
Well, I-
that's
Yeah.
not too shabby.
I don't think that I add my proficiency bonus to that, right?
You
No.
do. You add
you
your
have two
proficiency
fighting?
bonus to hit, but you don't add your dex to damage.
Only
Yeah,
if
that's
he
fair.
has the
Yeah.
dual wielding fighting style or the 2-weapon fighting.
He doesn't
feat.
have the fighting
It's
style. He's a
only
rogue.
it's only
He has the
2-weapon
feat,
fighting
right?
gives you. No.
Yeah,
No,
so
he
he
has the other
doesn't.
feat.
Yeah, he doesn't add
Dex.
proficiency to hit.
No, he still does.
No, he just doesn't add the dex.
He doesn't
mod.
add dex to damage. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
You're right.
And
So,
it's only the fighting
plus
style
three,
that gives you the
yeah.
dex to damage.
Cool. Okay, that's Xanfir.
And then I'm gonna move out of the way.
Cool. Olvek, you're up.
Alrighty, here I go, killing again.
Oh boy.
Please do. My bones are being crushed.
3 attacks on this guy.
The 26 and the 24 will get there for a total of 16.
That is... let's see. Yeah, that's the end of my turn.
All right, King Gorgash, you're up.
You know what? I'm gonna do what I do best and just fucking slash at this thing with my big ass sword.
Big ass
not
sword.
cry.
Yeah.
Boom.
You know what that means.
You know the rules, so do I.
How fucked
Alright.
up is this thing looking?
Really fucked up.
You get brutal critical anyways, don't
I
you?
do. I get
do.
savage attacks.
Yeah.
One of the weapons damage dice. So another
D6.
Another
d6.
Or
Just
is it...
eight.
Just one.
Oh, okay.
Just one hit dice of the weapon. Is it
How
is
would
it
you
dead
like-
from all that?
How would you like to do this?
Yeah.
After slashing at it a couple times and then it jumps over me, I turn around as quickly as I can, and then just jump on its back and bury my sword in its mouth.
Fuck yeah. So it's really weird. You can't really get your sword at an angle in its mouth from its back because it's like this one oblong, like kind of lapped plated armor. But after it leaps over you, you're able to turn around and kind of like thrust yourself up onto its back by grabbing one of the grooves in between the plates, and then using that same groove in your insane strength, you bring the sword back in one hand and just jab it down in between the plates, and the tip of your sword emits from its mouth as it
Please, oh god.
crashes down with you riding
I'm
it.
sorry. Alright, is
Like
everybody
it-
okay?
But I get a
You
little
guys are-
help. It is on top of me.
Yeah, you guys
Oh
are out
god.
of
Yep. Alright, let's get you out of there.
My bones.
My poor bones.
Keep this thing over.
Ugh. I'm very tired of things falling on me today. That didn't even come from above.
Here, take one of those things you found.
Yeah, you don't have to tell me twice. I'm gonna like a Gatorade fucking pop the top open and lean up against Gorgash and down the greater healing potion.
44 plus 4. You can roll it if you'd like.
I have 20 battle berries.
10. Oy.
I'm gonna take a look around. Not very well. I'm all hopped up.
On Mountain Dew.
Yeah, I mean, the main difference from in this chamber that you've seen from what it was before is this like tunnel that the bullet tunneled up through that has collapsed in on itself from its like very agitated movement.
If I had an inkling of where to go next, I would suggest the south since we found a note denoting the south. However, there are many caverns to explore still.
Hold on. This that gash in your arm still didn't quite close up. Give me a second.
I'll be fine, don't worry about it.
And I'll like Spartan handshake your arm almost.
Ooh,
Um,
careful. Ooh.
And then I was just gonna like wrap it with like bandages like I learned in the army. But I will use 8 points of lay on hands as I
Fuck
start
yeah.
bandaging it and your fucking cut starts healing up. Well, that's fucking weird.
What?
Yeah, this is again one of those instances with your passive Arcana, Arturius, where just like Gorgash is doing something that is mundane to him, yet somehow you're just like almost your socks are knocked off by just like this smell of weed. It's like when you get like hit in the face by weed smell and you're not expecting it, but it's weed smell.
Yes.
Artorius, put your socks back on. You do not want to be in this cave without them.
Oh my goodness.
Wait, I didn't even put the gauze on yet.
I don't think that's necessary. Again, the weave has certainly provided us with more help than we might have asked for. This is wonderful. We must experiment with this later.
Okay, whatever. Let's go.
I'm like staring in awe at my arm that's been healed by magic. Not used to people casting magic on me.
South.
I'm gonna let you lead the way this time, actually.
Let me know how many times I need to roll, but I am looking for danger.
You tell me when you want to roll. That's
constantly. I am constantly looking for danger.
All right. In that case,
apparently Polvek is just yeeting himself into whatever. So
into the dark.
Yeah, I will let you guys roll me perception checks right there.
I was trying to give the DM a chance by moving slowly, but it's that's fine.
Always keep looking.
Again, Arturius, you're the one who doesn't notice as you're like kind of like preoccupied with the wounds that you've received, and also just having recently gotten knocked unconscious by this large armored figure. Gorgash, you can't see just because you're not in a position to see, but Polvek...
I would have kept up with the party.
Okay, if you're moving along with them in the back row, you can see as well. Everybody can go ahead and... Actually, you can tell me how you want to do this, because these Gricks have not acted yet as they are attempting to ambush you, and they seem to be pretending to be some kind of rock formation, expecting to leap down on you.
Here's how it goes. Hey, doesn't that rock formation look like one of those monsters we saw earlier?
Oh goodness!
Hey, it sure does.
Does it?
Yeet a stick of dynamite.
Yeah, we should probably roll for it. Oh.
I don't have any sticks of dynamite.
Oh, okay, good.
He doesn't even know there's dynamite down here. I have not revealed that.
Wait, shit.
You're a good person to have found that. Thank God.
I know!
Casey, why didn't you let Shiv have sticks of dynamite?
I mean, I let him have fire, and that was enough.
Though, in a... Like, you need to effectively light a stick of dynamite with, like, a lighter. Like, it needs to be, like, a quick thing to light the fuse. Like, you can't light it with a spark from a flint and tinder. So, I think Arturius is the only one who might actually be able to light dynamite.
Oh, yeah, I know exactly how I'm going to use it if I need to. Don't worry.
I think...
I tell it on yourself and light yourself on fire and go out like a man.
Self-immolate.
I think,
but yeah, you guys have the drop on these Gricks. They have not noticed. Like, they noticed you, but they're waiting to pounce.
I tell Polvek and Otari to stop right there, and
they noticed it as well.
Okay, and then I'm gonna pull out my bow and fucking shoot one of them.
I'm just gonna yeet 2 hand axes. Actually, sorry, 3 hand axes, because I have a lot of axes on me. At the one closest to me.
I'm gonna shoot the same one.
I'll toss a javelin with the party if I see them. All right, you guys ready?
Whoever wants to make a coordinated ranged attack on these Gricks may.
I love it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Can I just walk up and fucking smack it?
If you walk up within 5 feet, it's gonna drop on you, and we'll roll initiative. So,
well,
what do you want to do?
I don't
We're gonna roll
ranged
initiative
attacks.
anyway.
I'm a bad ranger.
I hand Otari.
I'll let the ranged attacks go off first as you're striding up, and you see them begin to animate, be like to start to drop on Otari, but the other ranged attacks have gone
I hand
off.
Otari the empty glass healing potion bottle. Use this.
I throw it.
So
Go, random bullshit.
only Gorgrash and Arturius hit. So we're gonna go ahead and roll initiative.
With my 20 and 22?
Where'd you throw a 20?
Oh, they're above.
Oh, they're
Same
above.
here.
Okay, sorry. Yes, those do hit. So
My
you
15
were...
hit.
Yeah, we'll go ahead and roll initiative. Nonetheless, you just roll for these Gricks real quick. You guys are probably gonna mess them up real good.
So
Scanding. So I'll let your attacks that you released go off first. So Polvek, which one were you attacking? The 20 and the 22? This one closest to you?
Yeah, the one I don't have to worry about disadvantage.
15 damage. And then Xanfir missed. Gorgash, which one did you throw a javelin at?
the one that I can see is this one. I can't quite see the one closer to me.
Heard. That third one missed from Polvek. The 25 firebolt, where'd that go?
If I can, at this one. If not, then the far one.
Can you see that one?
Yeah.
Alright, then that can go with that one. Whew, this thing is looking real fucked up. And that was it. Xanfir, you are up. This one is looking fucking toast. Otar, you said you were walking up to melee one, right?
No, he threw a bottle at it.
Yeah, I threw a bottle and rolled a 15.
Oh, did you actually?
Yes. Kill it!
Michael.
Improvised weapons do a d4 of damage, so...
The firebolt took it down to 1.
Yes.
Yeah, which is why I was like, "Oh,
I want to preface
please
this.
explain to me."
And I want to preface this. I think Artoria sees Otari going in with the club and is like looking at his wounds and holding the bottle, and he's like, "Can you use this?" and hands it off, and he's like launching a firebolt as he's doing so. How does Otari do it?
I just fucking overhand yeet this glass bottle right at it and it kills it.
So the fire erupts around this thing, and it squeals like something from Alien vs Predator. As it like rears up, and the mouth like expands, like revealing this beak as it's screaming, and the scream is cut off as the bottle just wedges itself into this thing, and it just drops off the wall and splatters onto the ground. This one is dead.
That was way more effective than I expected. Good arm, Otari.
Xanfir, you are up now that initiative is rolled.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25. I'm going to get right there. Take a big old swing at it.
Not just any swing. A big old swing.
Big old swing.
25 will hit. You do not get sneak attack. Oh, wait, no, you're a swashbuckler. Yes, you do. Love swashbucklers. 18.
Then offhand, bonus action, offhand hit.
That's not going to quite make it. As the first slash, you carve into this thing, carving off like a solid chunk. It is now bleeding profusely down the cave wall. Shocked that you were able to see through its camouflage, but it's able to wriggle out of the way as the offhand dagger just bites into some wall. King Gorgash, you're up.
I do believe the initiative skipped me.
What's up?
I do believe the initiative skipped me.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I'm sorry. Polvek, you're up.
Stabbing.
As one does.
Sorry, slashing.
Yeah, finish that Grick.
Nice.
Yeah, finish that Grick. Handle the nuts.
As I just going in, I should probably turn on my camera now that Brutus is humping my leg. And I'm just going in, and it just axe.
Oh my god, he's dead. He's dead already.
Yeah, so as this thing like rears back as Xanfir slashes into it and is able to wriggle out of the way of his second blow, you're able to just dash in from the side in the direction that it wriggled and just like two-hand dig both axes into the side of this thing and just wrench it off the wall in this spurt of blood. And you guys are out of initiative.
Good eye on that one, everybody.
Get in the wall. I'm sorry.
Got it.
Now there are 3 paths. Oh goodness, 4 even.
Well, we could split up.
No.
Good point.
No.
Good plan.
Yeah, but
Well,
what does our curious think?
Start from the bottom.
Now
I
we're
like
here.
that. I like that
know,
idea
okay.
better. Looks like a dead end.
Great.
Looks like a dead end. Sort of phallic shaped. Second one,
Also a phallic shaped dead end.
Indeed.
also a dick end.
Dick end indeed.
Third phallic shaped dick end.
Dick end,
And a fourth dick end.
and a fourth dick end.
Well,
Looks like we've found the Charles Dickens.
What's everybody's passive? Actually, y'all are actively
Piercing.
perceiving. Everybody, as you're looking down this fourth passageway, give me a perception check.
My passive is a 20, though.
First one.
my perceptions are not. My investigations have been much better tonight.
At least Xanfier's looking out.
I would
Otari.
say Xanfir, Polvek, and Otari, as you guys are all you've gone one by one and just kind of glanced down these tunnels and can see the end of each of them. You're like, yep, dick-shaped dead end. Up, dick-shaped dead end. Up, dick-shaped dead end. And the fourth one you get to, and Gorgrash is already like, without even really looking, he's just like, up, dick-shaped dead end, and is already turning away before actually like looking down into it. What the three of you see is like kind of on the eastern edge of this passageway, there is like this kind of strew of rubble that's inconsistent with the other ones that you guys have looked at.
We did it, guys. We found the cum-shaped dead end.
God.
Nice.
Well, let's go down.
Oh, I'm in the wall. Can I get a closer look at this rubble to see what makes it different?
Yeah. So as you guys all approach, all of y'all's passives would be able to intuitively see that this part of the wall looks like there was more of the mine that was dug out, but it's like it hasn't been supported with framing. And part of this wall, it appears as this passageway tried to take an angle and like turn left. The wall collapsed for some reason. Everybody can go ahead and give me an investigation check as you are all examining this rubble.
Investigation.
Finally, something I'm better at.
Yeah.
Bullshit shit.
Arturius and Polvek, as everybody's kind of going over and like noticing that, like, as Otari and Polvek and Xanfir pointed out that there was something different about that wall, like that they could tell from the mouth. As you guys all approach it and investigate it closer, you're all easily able to tell that this section of the wall is not so much mined wall, but like collapsed in rubble. But Arturius and Polvek, the two of you are able to like find little holes and like
Holes.
enough of a
Hole.
crack that
Hole.
the two of you feel like as you're pressing yourselves up near the rocks, like investigating it,
Sure.
you can feel like a faint breeze coming through the rock where you're coming from. Like there's some kind of hollow chamber behind it.
Guys, I feel a breeze as I re-zip my pants.
Are we able to move some of this rubble out of the way? I think there might be something behind it.
Arturius, I'd say with your 19 investigation check, you would be able to determine as well that this is a pretty serious collapse. It would take hours upon hours to try and move this by hand.
By hand.
I didn't want to have to do this.
Kaboom!
Artorias will look back at everybody and look back at the rubble and look back at everybody and kind of sigh.
I guess we know what we're doing for the next couple hours.
Do we want to investigate the remainder of this mine before we take any more abrasive actions?
Define abrasive. Define rest of the mind. Define
I-
investigate.
I would say, before we make any loud noises, do we want to explore the remainder of our location?
No time like the present.
I mean, there's a big door we missed.
There is, in fact, a big door that we did miss. My liege,
If
what
not
say
now, then when?
I don't know.
Alright, fine. Artorias will pull out a single stick of dynamite from his bag.
Wait, you had that?
I only have this one. I only have this one.
Go ahead and
Hey,
give
where
me
did
a
what is
deception
that?
check opposed by everybody's insight.
I have no reason
Damn
not
it.
to believe Artorias.
Listen,
You can use
Artorias
your
is a
passive
humanoid.
insight then if you'd like, Gargash.
No, I just believe him.
Gorgash believes you. Xanfir, you are the only one who catches something in our. God, it makes so much. God, the dice tell a story. Xanfir, you are the only one who catches something in Artorias' voice when he says, "This is the only stick of. This is the only one that I have." That you're like, that old man's not telling the whole truth.
I'll keep it to myself.
Alright, I think this should be sufficient enough, I think, to blow a large enough hole in here if we want to set this up, I suppose. I can't say I've ever operated dynamite before, but I don't think it could be that hard.
What is dynamite?
Seems like a horrible idea.
It seems like the only
And
idea
I
we have.
love it.
It's an explosive.
Do it.
I would recommend everybody back up. How long is the wick, and how long do I think I would have if I were close to it to go off?
Give me a raw intelligence check.
I'm just
mean,
curious.
Casey.
I'm not. No, I know, Connor, but I'm just curious.
You would estimate that upon lighting it, you have about a minute before it explodes.
Oh, okay. I think in any case, I will nestle the stick of dynamite in a spot, maybe the most center of the rubble, and I will step back. Let's see how far I can
Could we
step
speed that minute up if she just yeets a fireball at it?
Exactly.
back. Yeah. Fireball, but I will start sprinting back towards the end of the hallway with my companions who are also sprinting back towards the end of the hallway.
Are Pullback and Atari moving as well?
Yeah.
And I will peek out from behind the corner, and I will just say, "Okay, I'm fire in the hole," as they say, and I will kind of very meekly launch a firebolt at the stick of dynamite.
Why do they say fire in the hole?
I'm not gonna make you make an attack roll because this is intended to happen. You launch the firebolt at the fuse of the dynamite and get no matter what you roll, given enough tries, you will get there because it's just a literal piece of wick on the ground that you have set yourself, and I would say just on first try. It's not even so much as you casting firebolt, but more of a almost like beer pong lob of this little spark of flame that kind of travels down the hallway and lands on the wick and
Artorias ducks behind the other side of the wall and kind of pulls his hat over his head.
Yeah, you all hear it ignite from the entrance where you're trying to observe this phenomenon, and you hear as
Sorry, my headphones are dropped. You make that noise again.
Please don't.
As the wick whittles down, and then there is this massive rocking explosion. The entire chasm seems to shake around you guys, and this massive cloud of dust and smoke billows just like almost projectiled out of this tunnel, propelled by the force of the blast. Everybody give me a Constitution saving throw. Who's standing in the mouth of this tunnel? Arturius and Otari, you are the only ones who are exempt.
I'm not standing.
Cover.
I'm standing on the edge of it.
You're in the blast radius, my friend.
We need
That's a lot of explosive pressure inside of a mine.
Constitution save.
Yes.
What?
Yeah, mop.
Polvek, you're fine, but Xanfir and Gorgrash begin to wheeze and cough. You guys like have these just like hacking coughs as like this smoke is injected into your lungs. The two of you guys have uncontrollable fits of coughing that you can't control. The two of you, Gorgash, this doesn't super matter for you, but Xanfir, this is pretty important. Have disadvantage on stealth checks as you can't control your coughing.
It's okay, that's a pass without a trace is for.
But it takes about 3 minutes for the dust to settle a little bit, and you guys can begin to peer down shockingly, this entire mine hallway hasn't collapsed. You do not know how, but the smoke begins to clear a tiny bit.
I think it might be okay now.
What?
Oh, Jesus fucking Christ. Oh, God. Oh, what did you do?
I made a path for us, hopefully.
Oh, God damn it.
Arturius, I can't read your mouth. Can you speak up?
I will cast message into your brain. I think I cleared a path for us.
You get back just the earring that Polvek is getting right now.
Oh, God. Horrid.
Yo, there's stuff in here.
So as you
I
guys,
see a skeleton.
yes,
Who did I kill?
the only reason that I put the skeleton that way is because that was his position before the explosion. What you guys actually find is
bone dust.
yeah, it is. It's like fragments of humanoid pieces scattered about the room. Like there's bits of flesh still clinging to bits of bone that have just been like projectiled around the room. If anybody wants to examine them closer, they can give me a medicine check. But anybody who's just looking around the room can give me an investigation check.
God damn it. Tell me this man was not alive.
That's what I'm hoping.
Anybody who got above a 15 can tell that this man has been dead for about 2 months.
Oh, thank God.
Just based on the level of decay of the flesh that is on these bones that have been flung apart. But what you can infer from all of this is that this person seemingly was trapped behind some kind of stone wall and starved to death. And was clawing to get out when this bomb blew their bones apart into these fragmented pieces all about. But what you guys do find for free, amidst the bone that was not destroyed by the blast, as you guys all take the time to kind of look around this room, the back end of it appears to be just unmined rock face. It seems that they were probably attempting to expand the mine from this point, and you really don't know what happened to this person who died back here. But what you do know is that upon thoroughly investigating this room, amidst the humanoid detritus and debris. One of you, who everybody, just give me an investigation check to just see who finds it. Whoever gets the highest roll will find it.
It's the bullet that actually killed him.
Arturius, you find a brass key amidst part of the scrap and cloth and bone fragment and flesh and just detritus of human
Oy.
remains that splatter this room.
I wonder if by chance this key might open the door we haven't tried yet. Oh, might as well find out.
It was
Poor
locked.
soul.
Well, if it doesn't work, I might know another way.
To Bill Brasky.
Let's continue. That was horrible. I hope I shan't do that again.
Atari, stop skipping through walls.
No, I'm trying to fucking clear the map. Okay, there it goes. Like the it wasn't like the fog of war wasn't clear all the way for whatever reason.
Mm-hmm.
You stop skipping through walls.
Your
Did we
skips through walls.
Did we check down here?
Nope.
Okay, here I have an idea. Let's just mark everywhere we've checked.
That's what my fog of war is for.
I think it's a dead end on the left side.
Yeah, and there's nothing really over here.
I'm
Yep,
gonna be
nothing
looking
down there.
around for any danger now that we've made the loudest fucking noise possible.
Yeah, I mean, you guys can
I don't know
all
what you're talking about. I'm not making
Give
a noise
me-
right now.
give me perception checks. I mean, like, I think this is honestly, I'll give you one last chance to actively perceive. Holy shit, 30 Otari.
I'm a perceptive young man. What do I see? What do I hear?
To be honest, from where you're standing, nothing.
Okay, I walk 5 feet over. Now what do I see?
You're very confident that you hear nothing further in this area that you guys are in.
I wanna, if we're still all in this room, I wanna investigate this door.
Yeah. You can certainly investigate the door.
Is there a keyhole?
Get in this
There's
tunnel.
there's a big keyhole. It is this massive set of
Knockers.
stone doors that are rimmed by a stone frame that are shut. There appears to be a keyhole like set about, for you, Arturius, slightly lower than waist height. And this big sign that is hung across the door in Earthish, that you're actually able to read because of your glasses, that just says, "Mine closed."
Well, not for us. I will see if the key fits the keyhole.
Yeah. You were the one who grabbed the key, so you fit the key into the keyhole and it slots in perfectly. You are able to unlock this door.
I will not go in yet until my companions have returned. I will just check to see if the key fits.
Yes, the key does fit.
Come on,
While they're
Gorgash,
doing
let's go this
that,
way.
I'm peeping in this tunnel.
And then the door falls on Arturius.
Yep.
Yeah, you can give me a perception check, Gorgash.
I did. 21.
21. You see minecart extending deeper into a tunnel. You don't see any adversaries or anything. It just appears to be with a 21. What I will give you is that this is incredibly foreign to you, but what you are able to tell is, like, from your experience, battle wounds heal and scar over time, and the rock walls of this area, this northern area, seem to be almost if rock could scar and weather a little bit better, and you would almost insight that this northern area is older than the southern area that you had already explored.
All right, cool. Let's go take a peek.
My king, are you joining us or?
Yeah, so this is happening, I would say, in tandem to Arturius opening the door. So who's going with Gorgrash? Because these are simultaneous happenings.
Terry's coming with me.
Yeah, I come with King G.
I'm on Team Chooses Life.
Generally, I don't know if I am on that path.
Yeah, so I'm just gonna kind of parse between the two groups. I'm gonna say group Arturius. You guys are just kind of waiting, and Arturius calls back for King Gorgrash.
Yeah.
Okay, Gorgrash and Otari, please move freely.
Always have been.
There's a oh, okay.
Yeah, Otari, you're jumping way too far. Like, move space at a time, please.
Which way should we go?
Well, let's go north first.
Gate. Hold on, what's that in the corner over there? Oh, it's
Bomb.
nothing.
Hold on, let me take a look.
No, you're fine.
Fucking
Just run on
God.
in there. I'm sure it's
Okay.
fine.
It's Lou's mom.
Ah, it's Llewellyn's mother. I
Holy
tried to
shit,
talk
it's
to
Llew-
her.
Wait, how do you know Llewellyn?
Is anybody of the other group attempting to do anything subsequent, moving forward, or anything like that, or y'all are just
Yeah,
waiting?
it's waiting.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm just keeping an eye out behind the door to make sure nobody is coming.
Okay, Otari and Gorgrash, you have your time.
In this room. Tunnel, whatever.
You don't notice anything beyond what you can see. It's just very well mined. You see that there's 0 grains of ore or veins of ore left in these walls.
Or veins. Or grains.
Oh,
Or gains.
not much here either.
I feel like we can get a passing look of these tunnels as we walk by.
That's what I'm doing. It's a tunnel.
Is it secret?
Is it safe?
Is it safe?
Is it sexy?
All holes are sexy. Come
Just
on.
rolling a perception check for every single one of these tunnels.
Yeah,
All
no,
right.
that's absolutely fair. If you notice anything extraordinary, I will alert you to it.
I figured. Oh, another dead end.
I hope the king is enjoying his stroll with Otari. I'm sure they're talking about important things.
They're
We're
probably dead
kissing.
already.
It's a tunnel. I don't
Dudes
really want to go in
love
there.
walking through tunnels.
It's tunnel. Really incredible investigative work we're doing here.
Truly.
I need everybody to roll initiative, please.
God damn
Oh,
it.
fuck.
um,
Damn it.
Am I surprised with a 25?
you did
I'm
not
not
roll
surprised.
a perception check to look for a good long minute, so yes, you are surprised. Otari,
What did they roll a stealth check? My passive is a 20.
yes.
So
They have a passive of 30 because they can blend perfectly into the stone rock. There's their literal monster description is they are indistinguishable when they are hiding from rock face.
okay.
My initiative has been absolute shit tonight.
We can't start on the same tile, so I guess I'll be back here.
You guys got 20 initiatives. How cute.
Just two dudes hanging out 6 feet apart because
They are not gay.
social distancing.
Xanfir, you're up technically, but you have no inclination that anything is wrong. Is there anything you'd like to do on your turn?
Arturius,
Yes.
can we just go in this door?
I don't want to leave the king and Otari behind. We don't know what lies beyond.
Okay.
I mean, if you insist, we can, but I don't want to stray too far.
This Grick is going to wriggle.
Ew.
And then drop on Otari. It is going to first make an attack with its tentacles. Otari was surprised. This thing was hidden, so it has the stealth advantage. That's a crit, baby.
Yep.
For 11 slashing damage as it drops onto you. And again, like, this time you were fully just like kind of walking with King Gorgrash, and you've looked down tunnels and you're like, yeah, nothing there. Yep, nothing there. Yep, nothing there. And then you make your way into this tunnel and you're like, yep, nothing here. And as you're kind of like bending down to look for yep, nothing here, one of these things just drops down and wraps its tentacles around the back of your neck and then tries to bury its fucking beak into like your spinal cord. And it's going to make a beak attack. Only its first attack was at advantage because of stealth, so a 15.
Does not hit.
Okay, so you are able to like shift your body weight enough that it like kind of slides off. This beak is unable to penetrate your flesh. That is its turn. Arturius, you're technically surprised. This other Grick is going to crawl and fall on King Gorgrash. It's going to take its first tentacle attack at advantage. That is a 22 to hit for 6 slashing.
Yep.
It is also very similar to how Otari was, where you're not super duper paying attention, and this thing just falls onto like where your neck connects with your shoulder, and it latches on. Its tentacles like kind of flailing and looking for purchase on your armor, and it's going to attack with its beak as well. For a 10 to hit.
Nope.
That's going to miss. That's its turn. Xanfir, you're up again. You still have no inclination that anything's going wrong. Is there anything you'd like to do?
Do we have the sending stones still? Do we want to check in with them?
May as well. I'm just kicking rocks. That's my turn.
Roger, this is Dodger. What's your situation?
Otari, you are up.
All right, I'm gonna bonus action Shillelagh and attack the guy who attacked me.
Yeah, he's lashed on to you.
Nice.
Does a natural 20 hit him?
Yeah.
Fuck
Alright.
back up.
So he takes 8 plus 2d4 for my Fey Wanderer. So 8 plus 5, 13 total damage on the first attack. How's he looking? This is magical bludgeoning because it is Shillelagh.
So, like, as he has fallen onto you and, like, lashed these tentacles around onto you, you're able to free an arm, and, like, this Fey-infused, like, magic emanates from your staff, and you're able to bonk it on the head twice, and you just see it's like this, clops. What do you call it? Just like clumps of like bloody mess, like emanating near the surface, like serious fucking bruises as you're just bashing this thing on the head as it's latched onto you.
All right, I'm gonna make a second attack. Does a natural one hit him?
Does not.
Okay.
Roll another d20 for me. Okay, you're good. That's your turn. King Gorgrash, you're up. There's one on you as well.
Oh, get the fuck off me. I think I don't want to cast any spells right now. I'm just gonna fucking slash at it.
The 24 will hit for 14 as you're struggling to bring your sword like at an angle that it can even get to like this thing that's latched onto like your I don't know, you're the fucking one that lifts muscles. What's this muscle right here?
Trap?
What are you putting at? That's your trap.
Yeah, it's like latched onto your trap. You're trying to like bring a great sword around to like slash at it, and it's unsuccessful the first time, but then you're able to like bring it around an angle that you're able to like draw it across the back of this thing and deal
my orcish fury from my feet, and just add another 5 to that.
Isn't that only on crits?
Nope, that's savage attacks.
Orcish Fury is a feat.
And deal 5 more damage. Yeah, this thing is looking really fucked up as you like initially like start pulling across it and then just like flex your muscles and dig a little bit deeper and pull like this almost ravine across this thing's back with your greatsword. Polvek, you're up, and I don't think you know anything's going on.
I want to go over here, and that's it.
Cool. It is a Grix's turn. It's the one on Utari, who is already lashed onto him. You haven't done anything to try and remove it, so it's going to take 2 beak attacks at you. 1, 2. A 16 and 11.
Both miss.
Sweet. So you are able to like, it's like you can feel it actively like wriggling and trying to burrow against the leather that is on your like bracers, and you can like feel it almost getting through as it's like wriggling the sharp beak against your armor, but it has yet to burrow completely through. That is its turn. Arturius, you're up.
I'm gonna pull out the sending stone one of the sending stones I have, and just say, speak on the other line to Gorgrash. Are you all coming back down? We've found the door to lead forward. The key seemed to unlock it. Everything okay?
Takes an action to respond, doesn't it?
Maybe.
It is the Grick that is on Gorgrash's turn. It is going to do the same thing because it's lashed on you. It's going to make 2 beak attacks. 1 and 2. A 9 and a 19.
19, unfortunately, will just get there.
So you feel this thing burrowing and like it lashes around your trap, and like initially its beak is unable to penetrate this like leather strap that's connecting the back plate to the front plate, and then you just feel that strap snap as this thing's beak burrows right into like this pressure point in your shoulder, and you take 7 points of piercing damage. That is the Grix's turn. Xanfir, you're up.
You didn't respond. I'm a little concerned.
Yeah. But, yeah. I move up next to Polvek and kind of look at Polvek for the next move. That's the end of my turn.
Just
Atari,
kinda
you're up.
sitting there against the wall.
I'm sorry, young man. We're waiting for the others to get back. Otari, my boy.
Otar, it's your turn.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, I fucking bonk to do this on me again. Bonk and bonk. Does a 16 get there?
The 16 will get there.
Alright. Plus a d4. So 13 more magical bludgeoning. Oh, sorry, 10 magical bludgeoning, 3 psychic, if it matters.
How would you like to
Nice.
beat this thing off of you?
I beat it off.
Back, I say.
I just beat it off real good. I have practiced beating off in these caves for years.
Yeah, that's Otari's turn. As this thing is like tentacle lashed around like almost his armpit, he's able to free one hand and like imbue it with this like weave energy and just start slamming onto this thing that is latched onto him. And on the third hit, bam, 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 it just like pops like this blood pustule. That's Otari's turn. Gorgash, you're up. You have one on you as well.
5 for 12.
The 25 will hit. Let me see how much health this thing is at. How would you like to do this?
I feel like almost simultaneously we just fucking throw these things off our backs and kill them.
You guys just jumped a bunch of
I
crit.
just finally get just the right angle to toss it off my back and just stab it to the ground. All right. I'm so fucking sick of this shit.
You guys are out of initiative.
Hello, hello. Are you
Oh,
answering my call? Hello.
Sorry. Yeah. We had a quick detour with a couple of sentient rocks.
Oh, nothing dangerous, I hope.
Certainly not.
Well, please hurry back soon. I think we've found our next course of action.
Yeah, we're coming. Oh God, is there more? No, this is where we've been, right? Okay,
You're
yeah. Cool.
already lost.
Already
All right.
lost.
Hey.
You slept in your bed, right? You set your spawn.
I'm just going to
I'm
leave
assuming Atari's moving with Gorgash.
I'm going
Yeah,
to
yeah.
leave the phone on so I can make sure if you get into any more trouble. Oh, you're back. All right, now we can go through the door. Yes, indeed. I push the door open.
The door opens before you as you have unlocked it with the foreman's key.
Oh, that was the foreman. Well, good thing that piece of shit is dead.
Really, after the explosion, he was more like the 6 to 10 man.
I would agree. Oh, there's very many paths.
Well, split up.
What's this over here?
You would recognize that from your time in the previous Dwarven mine
elevator.
as an elevator.
Oh, fuck.
I hate that we will probably need to go on this.
What is it? I have never been in a dwarven mine before.
It's a box that moves up and down, and you end up in a new place. It's very strange.
Oh, an elevator. Okay. You could have just called it that.
Oh, I didn't realize that was what it was called.
I worked in an office building. We have elevators in there.
What's an office?
What is a building?
What is?
I got good news, guys.
Do you?
They're not dick-shaped.
I don't know if that's...
Where did
good
the party go?
news. We went up north. Let's just ride on the elevator. Take a jaunty ride.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Rest our legs.
What could go wrong?
His
I don't see an
Anfear
elevator
just
here.
shudders.
It's over here. We're all on this time, so if anything happens, we'll make sure you don't.
Oh, not north.
encounter.
East.
Far do these tunnels go?
Only
It's
one
a
way to find out.
mine.
What are they even down here mining?
Rocks, usually, I would imagine.
Well, they missed a bunch.
The name is literally Ironworks.
Okay, do you think I pay attention?
I pull the elevator lever.
All right, you guys pull the elevator lever.
And I'm actively looking for danger with my weapons out.
I pull the elevator.
Incredibly fair.
And
And my axe.
My ass.
I jump off at the secret entrance, like Elden Ring.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Look out for these secret entrances.
Are those on all elevators?
Yes.
Oh.
I don't see shit.
I write that down.
Yeah, I'm on a bike screen.
You guys, it didn't load.
Give you a fucking load.
Got him.
Yeah, it actually completely crashed Roll20 for me.
Control C.
I'm not kidding.
Oh my god.
No, this is I made a really big dungeon in Dungeon Draft, and it made me split it into 2 dungeons for Roll20.
Do I hear any noises, DM?
Sort of phallic shaped.
Give me a perception.
A perception, you say? I'm not good at those, generally.
Yeah, none of you guys hear. Actually, I would say
Otari does.
Otari, you definitely do. Xanfir, what you hear is a trickle of water coming from this northernmost passage. Otari with a 29, you hear a trickle of water coming from this passage, and this passage.
I found more restrooms.
Which one is the best restroom? Which one should we head towards?
With my perception check, can I tell which restroom is the best?
You would say that the loudest trickle is from here.
Okay, so that's obviously the worst, because you don't want to go into the restroom with the loudest trickle. Which one has the quietest trickle?
This one and this one are about the same.
We go south. I am actively percepting. I will stop every 5 feet and stand there for a minute and percept around.
I see something, maybe extra rocks at the bottom here. Looks like iron.
Well, stop, drop, open up shop.
Yeah, with that 20 perception, Xanfir, you hear it echoing from quite a ways around you as well. You also hear a trickle of water coming from a couple of passages. You also hear a trickle of water coming from in front of you.
Please, I don't want anything dropping on me.
Drop the beat.
I like how it looks like on Roll20, you're just inching slowly behind me.
Yeah. Okay, well, it looks like it loops back around this way, so...
Wait, what was down here?
Trickle of water. There's a small pool and a couple of gems that seem to glow this like faint bluish light in this alcove.
Take the gems.
Ooh, I want a gem.
With one of my pickaxes.
Are you trying to like deftly extract it or roughly extract it?
I only do the rough, Nathan.
All right, give me an athletics check. Yeah, you're able to chip off, and you break quite a bit of this rock formation, but you chip off a little bit of it.
Alrighty. Got myself my keepsake gem.
Nate. Great job, son.
Yep.
Good time.
Are you proud of him? Are you proud of him?
Yep.
As you guys get there, everybody can go ahead and give me a perception check.
It is strictly my perception rolls that are garbage tonight. Everything else is fine.
Yeah, so everybody seems to be very absorbed, like looking around at this incredibly dark cave that is at a much deeper level. There's no mine tracks. Like, it's dark and it's quiet and spooky down here. But Otari, you're able to kind of keep your head in the game and look forward ahead in the tunnel. And what you see is this just kind of form humanoid that is just shambling kind of back and forth. You see this faint glow about its head, but from where you are, you just kind of see it aimlessly, like kind of wandering around this area.
Glowing-headed, shambling humanoid.
As you yell out, you see its head snap in your direction.
Oh, it's supposed to do that.
And everybody go ahead and roll initiative.
Oh, what'd you do?
I just called to that glowing-headed, shambling humanoid.
Hold on, I would have kept up with everybody. I'm annoyed.
Here I go. Killing again.
My initiative rolls are hot fucking garbage tonight. I'm probably not going to get an attack of this enemy.
The heck?
You never know, bro.
The first time I rolled an attack roll that wasn't throwing a glass bottle was the last combat. And that's because there was one other person fighting with me.
Imagine rolling a fucking attack roll and not getting the shit kicked out of you. Couldn't be me.
Listen, that's what hit points are there for.
Imagine having hit points. Couldn't be me.
Yeah, right?
Imagine imagining.
Couldn't be me.
Alright.
Imagine all the people.
Couldn't be me.
Xanthir, you slightly behind Otari see this figure slightly after he does, just as he is yelling out, "Hey, you just shambling figure, what's your deal?" And you see it snap its head up towards you. Again, this very hunched over figure just kind of snaps its head around. And you see these sickly glowing eyes, and that's the most you can make out in the darkness.
Are they glowing yellow or glowing red?
Like greenish yellow.
Oh, he's worth more runes.
It's a Minecraft. It's a Minecraft zombie.
Or as Med would say, I wonder if they should explode.
Yeah.
Well, we have dynamite. We can test it out.
We don't have any dynamite. I used the only stick we have.
That's fair.
That's true.
God, why did we waste dynamite getting the key when we could have just used it on this one zombie?
Or the door. Oh.
Zombies are...
9 is going to connect.
Oh.
It's a zombie.
Yep.
Or just a dude. I don't know.
Just a dude would have 10.
16. You fire a bolt into the darkness towards these glowing eyes, and it just sinks in. You hear from the darkness.
That's a massive bomb.
Gross.
Anything else, Xanthir?
Proper
That's
thick,
the end of my turn. Sorry, I was muted.
milky.
Polvek, you're up.
Oh boy. 15, 20, 25, 30. I'm going to yeet some hand axes.
Yeah, 26 hits. How do you want to do it on the first one?
It just kind of like when I was doing axe throwing with you guys. Two hands, and just right in the forehead.
What
With the handle.
forehead during axe
Split
throwing?
these glowing eyes. You have 2 other attacks if you have more movement and you want to redistribute them.
I don't see any other targets, so, and I have no more movement.
All right. Arturius, it's your turn then.
What in heavens was that?
What in God's name?
I'm
God damn it, Baba.
scared.
Damn it, Bobby.
Seeing this guy get split in half by Polvek's axe, am I able to tell what or who it was from here, or would I need to get closer?
Give me a perception check.
15.
With a 15, what you notice about this figure was that it appeared to be an incredibly emaciated elf. You can't tell much because Polvek's axe is splitting its brain cavity right now. But it seems to be an incredibly skinny, emaciated elven figure. And you can see, I think with a 15, you can see like the edges of some branding of numbers on its neck.
Did it look like Germa?
I think with a 15 perception check, what you would be able to tell, you wouldn't be able to tell anything. I'll be also right back. I really need to pee again. Ugh.
Okay. Imagine pissing.
Germa also has 26 hours by my count.
Nice.
Also, Mike,
What's up?
I've been working on it even more.
The sword?
The sword.
How did the sword do last week?
It did well. It did eventually. I did lose a piece of my handguard when I blocked a polearm strike meant for my head. But the rest of the blade did fine. It was definitely a little bit wobbly, but I ended up working with my advantage. It very much felt like I was fighting like a Dark Souls boss with the amount of windup I did.
Yeah.
But at the same time, there's nothing they could do about it.
I did a test run just moving around in my armor today, and it feels pretty good, so I'm looking forward to Sunday.
Yeah, but I'm now working on the B2, which.
All right, I'm back. That was Arturius's turn.
I'm going to use my action to dodge. And I will bonus action turn to Polvek and nervously give him a pat on the back and just say, "Keep an eye out for any more of those things, would you?" And I will bardically inspire him.
Cool.
I am inspired.
Gorgrash, you're up.
George Rash.
30?
Your rash.
Perceive what is going on here. Not a whole lot. What's that thing?
I think it was a person once.
Is it still alive?
I think it's dead for the time being. I don't know.
Alright, 10, 15. Oh, there's another one over there. 20, 25, 30. Hey, are you okay?
Wait, are we still in initiative?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
Hey, are you okay?
Is that your turn?
Yeah.
As
You want to talk about it?
Otari, you're up.
I mean, I heard Gorgrash talking to somebody 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. They look like the guys, don't they?
Which guys?
The fucking same guy we saw right here.
They do look like that, yes.
Alright,
Yeah,
You see
like
me
as
just like
as
hands
Gorgash
on my
is,
sword planted on the ground, just chatting.
as Gorgash approaches and begins to chat, you see another one of these things that had already seemingly been dragging itself towards your direction, just like kind of shambling, its eyes glowing again this sickly yellowish green.
alright,
As it's dragging itself towards you.
then I'm just gonna bonus action Shillelagh, and I think I'll take the dodge action.
Cool.
How do you cure the silent monks in Divinity? I forget.
Who the heck knows? This one is going to use its movement to shamble
a
20
sword.
feet towards you, Gorgrash, as you've been standing there. Hey, what's your deal? 5,
Hey, are you
10,
okay?
15, 20. And then it is going to use its action, Deceptive Shamble, to once per day lunge forward with uncharacteristic speed and attempt to grapple one creature. As an action, Reforged can move half its speed, make its grapple attack, and make a smite bite attack. And it's going to, as it's slowly shambling up at you, Gorgrash, like as you're like, hey, what's your deal? These things are moving so slow, and then just whiplash. This thing just darts forward at you and attempts to throw its arms around you in a grapple.
Ooh, nitty.
An opposed strength check.
Oh man, I
Straight
love smite
strength?
bites.
DC is 3.
It's an Ursula class.
Just put your hand out and it's like running with its forehead against your palm.
It slams
Please
into
stop.
it slams into you, and you're able to like kind of jut your elbows out so it's unable to wrap itself around you, but face still buried in your chest. It's going to go ahead and finish its action with one smite bite attack.
Shh, that's okay. That's okay. Shh.
It'll all be over soon.
15 to hit.
No, sir.
As it lunges forward, and you're able to throw its arms aside as it lunges forward to try and grapple you, and then like as part of the same movement, this like uncongruous like just figure that does not know how to handle itself, still part of the same forward momentum, this upper torso lunges forward to bite out at you, and the teeth just clamp onto part of your armor, and you see this just
It's all over now. You're okay.
that's its turn. The other one is going, so this one got all the way up here. This other one is going to go do the same thing as you were trying to get up there
With
and
my
talk to
other
them.
arm, I welcome it in as well. Shh. It's alright. You're gonna be
Everyone
alright.
gets a hug.
Yes.
Everyone gets a
I
hug.
could be a good father, I swear.
It's going to Deceptive Shamble, so an opposed athletics check first. DC is 19. Oh, you get there. You're able to throw this one off as well, and then it's going to make one smite bite attack.
Oh, my child. Hush. Hush now.
For 24 to hit.
Ouch.
Alright, that will actually hit.
So you like kind of throw one up.
Actually, I'm gonna watch this thing charge a Gorgrash from the far, and I'm just gonna shout, "Look out! There's a second one!" And I'm gonna use my cutting words on it.
Yeah.
So minus a D8.
Get over a 5. Over a
Oh.
5. Over a 5.
Uh,
5.
yeah.
Let's go!
Everyone gets hugged.
I welcome him in.
So as
It's
you're
okay
like
now.
focused on this first one, it tries to throw its arms around you, and you just kind of like spread your arms out, like not allowing it to grapple you. Its momentum carries it forward, and he bites like right into your armor. This other one comes, and you're able to like reel and kind of throw its grapple off enough, but it's lunging forward and looks like it is going to like catch into like your armpit area. And you just hear Arturius yell, "Look out, there's another one!" And you're able to like kind of pivot enough that your pauldron comes down and intercepts the like face and just rams its face into your pauldron. That is its turn. This reforged.
Can I get a chance to just like yell something out?
Yeah, free action, sure.
I'm just gonna yell out to my companions, "Don't hurt them. We can figure this out."
I'm trying to bite you.
Xanfir, you are up.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Get up right there. You don't want me to hurt them? King, my liege, you really don't want me to hurt these things?
No.
All right, I'll hold it now. I'll hold my action.
For what? What's the trigger?
As soon as this motherfucker tries to take another bite, I'm gonna shoot an arrow at it.
Cool. Polvek, you're up.
Right, yeah. Listening to my dad. Got it. 5, 10, 15, 20, 20. Yeah, right there. Yeah, let's start the hack and slash.
Did you recover your axes that you threw?
I only threw the one. Because I had no reason to do it after the other. Boop.
Yep.
Boop. And then...
On this one?
Yeah.
So, 12.
Then a third one on that one, and I'll throw one at that one.
You're throwing one at this one?
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, these things look fucked up as you unload your arsenal of fucking hand axes, and you're just like spinning and throwing, and these things look really fucked up as they in pain as these axes embed themselves into their flesh. Anything else, Pullback?
That's movement, action, bonus action.
Arturius, you're up.
Hearing that the king doesn't want to fight these guys, but also having no idea what they are, I'm gonna sprint over to this one that looks dead on the ground, and I want to get a closer look at it to see what is afflicting it, because it looks like a normal elf, except not.
Give me an investigation, arcana, or medicine check.
I will do an arcana check. 19.
With a 19 arcana, what you immediately pick up from this corpse, which is what it is now, is that it is... You get this, like... Similar to like how your senses are almost overloaded when Gorgash has been doing his new magic stuff, you almost feel like an echo of the weave as you like come and try and get like brace yourself and try and like get a vibe of this thing. You get this almost like empty echo of weave energy, as if the weave energy of whatever this being is has been forcibly removed from it.
Oh dear God! Yeah, I don't know if we can kill these things. Oh
Too late.
Goodness. These are the people that have been kidnapped by the church.
That's what I assumed.
Oh gosh. Oh dear. And I'm assuming the ones that are attacking Gorgash seem to be like still doing so kind of relentlessly.
100%.
Oy.
I could deal with these two. Don't touch them.
Gorgash, I will say for the purposes of your paladin bullshit, reborn count as undead.
Cool.
I'm gonna kind of run over to this corner to get a better view here. Was I able to see them like do this radiant bite into Gorgash?
100%. You saw this happen. Like there was like this influx of almost like an implosion of weave energy. Like almost negative weave energy as these things tried to bite into him. Like there is like a palpable force behind this bite.
Did it seem like this weave energy was like the weave energy that I know of, or more related to the church?
Give me another Arcana check.
I would like to learn. 24.
It's almost this perverted inversion of weave energy where it's like, so like the church's divine energy is also a form of weave energy. It's just like a different kind, and it's like almost like natural weave energy that has been like manhandled into a divine energy.
Ugh, this is disgusting. I'm bummed about command, but I don't think Artorias would know this, so I will RP it in my character. Artorias is going to yell out to this one over here, and just yell out, "Sleep!" and I will cast command on it. But the spell has no effect if the target is undead, doesn't understand your language, if the command is directly harmful to it. So I would.
You shout this out, and it has no effect.
Okay, that's gonna be it.
All right, Artorias, that's your turn. King Gorgash, you're up.
These things don't look dead to me, but
they're not technically
yeah.
dead.
Shit.
But for Gorgrash's specific, so I'll give you all an insight into what I told Will about this specific paladin class. Is his smites deal force damage, and this would be effectively an undead to his version of paladinness.
Yeah, I think Artorias, I RP'd it like he would have done it anyways. So
right. I mean, fuck. This is a terrible idea. So seeing that Artorias said sleep and it didn't work, considering that was my plan, I would like both of them to make me charisma saving throws, which they can choose to fail if they would like to deep down.
Yeah. Nice.
Holy shit. It fucking worked. My DC is 10.
That's fucking awesome.
Does it affect things that are immune to the charm effect?
It doesn't say anything about that.
Yes, it does. It does affect them.
Yeah, what'd it say?
It doesn't. Yeah.
If they are charmed or frightened, you can end the effect.
Yeah, but it doesn't say anything about being charmed.
Yeah.
So I need to figure out how I'm gonna rule this because they're Yeah, no. I would say that they're humanoids. They're not technically undead, so common motions could work.
Would work on
I am trying to use the weave to touch what's left of their humanity.
I think that's beautiful and poetic as fuck.
I think it is too. But what I'm going to ask of you, because these are incredibly new powers, King Gorgrash, is I'm going to need you to make a charisma check that beats both of their charisma checks. So your DC is a 7 on a charisma check.
Click the button. 6.
God damn shit.
I'm gonna use an
piece of shit.
I'm gonna spend my inspiration. No, fuck you. I'm spending my inspiration on that.
Alright, okay, here we go. Yes.
Fuck you, God. I defy you.
Please.
Yes.
I want to save these people so bad.
So they become calm and stop immediately trying to attack you, but King Gorgrash, describe to me how and why that happens.
I wasn't kidding about them like trying to attack me, and I'm just like, come here, stop. like literally, they're just like on my breastplate.
They're like
and I'm
gnawing on your breastplate.
I'm trying to like keep them down to my breastplate and away from. And as Artorias is like sleep, and I'm like looking around like, fuck, what do we do? Seeing that doesn't work, I'm like, calm down. Just like almost fueled by anger. I reach out to my new weave connection and I'm like, calm the fuck down.
Who the fuck to
And
sleep?
as you're like, your hands are on like either one of their skulls, effectively like forcing them into almost like breastfeeding position, like where their faces are like just shoved into your breastplate, like under your pecs. And as you're like, just calm down, you feel your fingers shove into this lucid flesh almost, and you feel this commanding energy just kind of emanate from you, and you see them you feel them first go slack in your hands as they just kind of go limp, and you're able to like kind of slightly pull your hands away. You hear this faint sound as your fingers like are removed from the flesh of their skulls, but they are both just standing there dumbly as you tell them to calm down, and they're just standing there non-combative but just completely dumb. And I'll give all of you who are standing right there an opportunity to give me a perception check as these guys kind of pull away and are standing still for a moment. You can all observe them.
I've never looked more intently in all of this session.
I guess I'm going to kill.
Yeah. All of you guys see as these guys pull away from Gorgrash, non-combative now, and are just kind of standing there dumbly. Not only are they incredibly emaciated, one of them is an orc and the other one is an elf with blondish hair. But you see as they're just kind of shifting their swaying with their unresponsiveness from their brains to their muscles, that every so often you can see shifting on each of their necks, you can see a very similar brand to what Germa had. One of them has the number 12 and the other one has the number 23.
I don't know how long this will last. Polvek, stop. Stop. We need to figure out what is controlling them and figure out how to stop it.
I don't know.
Their brain, to access to the brain.
You guys have 1 minute in character.
These are people.
I don't know if anything is controlling them. I feel like their like soul has almost been sucked out of them.
They're instinct based. You might as well put them down as a mercy.
Well, we'll find a way to put it back in them. We're not murdering these people. They're still here.
They've already been murdered. Their bodies just don't know it yet.
I don't believe that. I will pull out a rope and start tying one of them up.
All right. I will say to hog tie one of them will take the full minute. Is anybody taking any action?
Help me out.
The other one?
Yeah. Can I help him out to save time and we can just get both of them?
Yes.
I want to. Yeah. Once they're finished tying them up, I want to like spend the majority of the time doing like a proper medicine, like look them all up and down and like figure out if I can spot anything specific on them, if there's any more notes about them, if there's any.
How long are you taking to do this medicine check? I'll say what you guys see from where you are. You have these two incapacitated reborn or reforged like right next to you, but what you guys can all see is a constructed wall at this far end with a set of double doors at this far end of the hallway here. These reborn seem to be shambling around.
Sure.
Yes.
I'll spend however long the group wants to. Like, I know it wears off after a minute, so maybe like I'll spend a good.
They're incapacitated now. They've been tied up. I'll say with between Otari and Gorgrash, they've been in Polvek and Xanfir. Like within a minute, the two of them have been effectively restrained. So I'll give you as much time as you would like to spend, or the group would like to spend, allowing you to do a thorough medicine check on. So just tell me
Can
how
you
long
figure
that
out what's wrong with them?
I'm certainly going to try my best. From my initial glance, it seems like the weave has
Step back.
been like the research I found on Cogs Rock says. It feels like the weave has been forcibly removed from them. I don't know if that has anything to do with their life force. They still seem to be moving around. It's wrong, whatever it is. I can't figure it out. But I'm gonna take a little bit of a look. I'll try not to spend too long. I'll spend maybe like max like 5 minutes, max, probably closer to like 2 or 3 minutes.
Okay. So with a thorough investigation, I'll give you effectively the help action as you're taking some time. Like you guys have caused a commotion for sure, but you're taking some time to thoroughly examine these bodies even as they're struggling against you. So I'll give you effectively the help action. So I'll let you roll a medicine check with advantage.
Okay.
What about taking 10, which is covered in the DMG, where if you spend...
Well,
I don't
she
know if I wanna spend
specifically
that
said
long.
that she wasn't going to take 10. That's why I asked how long it was going to take.
No, you're not actually... no, you take... It's called taking 10.
10 is taking 10 minutes to do something, whereas taking 20 is taking an hour to do something.
Yeah,
I've read those rules in the DMG.
I just want to do it real quick. Oh god, what garbage. I got an 8.
An 8 medicine. It's effectively what you've surmised so far, where you've read things on Karg's Rock and Prior Phillips' notes about removing weave essence from those who are weave touched. Beyond that, you're not super able to tell much. There are these like tubes and their eyes are glowing this like yellowish green that is this unnatural like energy. But like this is something beyond anything that you've ever read, Arturius, and it's frankly, it disgusts you, whatever this is, because you do recognize it as effectively a forcible castration of weave energy.
Yeah. Okay.
But that's all you can tell, only based on the fact that you've uncovered things of this nature in the past, and that's the only reason that you can even tell that much. Like these beings are so fucked up and emaciated and maltreated, and as you're getting like a closer look on them, you can see just like horrible scarring across their wrists, their ankles, and at various points like that there seem to just be incision marks that were repeatedly made again and again. Some of these heavily scarred incision marks have tubes inserted into them currently, and some of them do not, and they've been able to heal over, but they're these, again, thick incision scar lines.
Yeah, I think Artorius is just having such a hard time, I think, properly inspecting them. I think he's just trembling the entire time he's looking them over.
Xanfir, I'm gonna walk up and slit both their throats.
Oh my god.
I'll put a dual hand axe in the other one.
I will try to stop Xanfir from doing so.
Artorius is just not moving.
Give me an opposed athletics/acrobatics check, Gorgrash Xanfir, as Polvek and Xanfir walk forward to put these things out of their misery.
Bro, how is it acrobatics to fucking...
It's an opposed grapple. Xanfir may attempt to unacrobatic you. Raw. Yeah. Xanfir, you're able to just kind of you're walking forward to put this thing out of its misery, and you see Gorresh starting towards you to grab your wrist to like quell your blade, and you're able to slip out just quickly enough to drag your blade across this thing's throat. So kind of looking at Gorgrash's direction at the exact same time as Polvek, unbeknownst to his father's gaze, almost was more concerned with you, who are a little bit more obvious with your stalking forward. Polvek just walks forward, and instead of elegantly slitting the throat, just embeds one of his axes in one of these things' chests. And both of you are kind of looking at Gorgrash as you just quell these things in front of you.
Polvek would have put it in the head.
These are people. What the fuck is wrong with you?
They were suffering.
We'll figure it out. We will find a way to get them whole again.
You put your finger through its skull. You think he's coming back from that?
And look how much it did. They stopped attacking.
Same thing works with the hand axe. I put it into his skull. He stopped attacking.
That's not... Don't be a smartass.
Better than being a dumbass.
I know you want to help these people, King, but
I don't know who you are anymore.
Keeping them alive, hog-tied and bound when they've already had everything.
Who raised you, but I know the answer.
When they've had everything already stripped from them, at least you can give them some dignity by putting them out of their misery.
Would you have rather had Mom live like this?
That is not at all relevant.
Ooh, ouch.
Getting that nice 10 p.m. Zipper in.
Ouch.
Fucking rude.
Yeah, Artorias has just been kneeling next to them the entire time. He hasn't moved.
So what are you going to do when you find Artorias' daughter, huh? You going to kill her like that? Is that your plan? Fucking heartless piece of shit. Jesus Christ.
Who's Jesus Christ?
You.
We are going to find Artorias' daughter before this happens to her.
I don't know if that's possible. This happened literally years and years and years ago. At this point, I can only pray she didn't survive. I think that would have been better than this.
I don't know what to say to you two. You're not getting paid, and I don't know who you are anymore.
Leaving them in this state is just beyond me. This has proven to me that we have to move on the church faster than we are.
I would expect you to do the same for me.
Arturus will stand up, and I think he will say a prayer, not necessarily a prayer, but maybe a little bit of a few words. I think in maybe some of the weave tongue that he's picked up, and I think he will attempt to try to close their eyes and give them like a proper send off as best as he can.
I start digging graves.
Give me a quick charisma religion check.
I think this technically works for you.
Charisma? No, it's just I have one more, so it's a charisma check. 17.
You're able to... There's a lot of contention in this cavern at this moment, but despite it all, you're able to take a deep breath in and center yourself about your kind of belief and strength in what the weave. And there's a lot of conviction that you're drawing upon, where it's a lot of hope that your daughter didn't end up like this. And you just kind of reach out to these corpses and try and wish them as much of a rest as you can. And something about you doing this action seems to fulfill you. It's like you feel good about doing that. But it's not like anything visible happened.
Yeah. Artorius kind of takes his hat off and looks to the rest of the group and kind of motions forward a little bit and I think silently steps towards the double doors with Gorgrash.
I'm digging 3 graves for these people.
I'm heading towards the door.
Cool. As you guys head towards the door, that's where we're gonna call it for the evening.
Oh boy.
That was
playing my game.
Oh boy.
I very much enjoy it.
I love it so much.
yeah, that was good.
God.
Love being the shithead in the group now.
I love being the fucking protagonist, apparently.
Yes.
Jesus Christ. Come on, man.
Hey,
Listen.
I'm not the one who's forcing you into that role. You can do whatever the hell you want in my silly little universe.
I am...
You're the one who has this moral sense.
As you
Imagine
should.
not being
Take
fueled
some
by
direction
vengeance.
from Connor.
Polbeck, I know where you sleep, bro. Hope you're ready for a ceremony every single night.
So
I
all
will change your alignment back to good if it's the...
Oh yeah, I should probably change my. Oh fuck, I forgot. My alignment's still set at neutral good. That
Yeah.
ain't it.
Absolutely not.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Polbeck, it's not. There's a lot that I was trying to draw from Crown of Candy, where there was inter-party drama that is a lot of the main social and I think that it's finally coming to fruition.
Oh man.
All right, guys, I'm gonna go to bed.
Night.
Good night.
Night.